we're seeing. So I'm bringing you experts that are going to give you up-to-the-date information, sound advice, reliable expertise. Join the conversation, join the experts. Today I've got Shalini Codispoti, because one of the main questions people have been asking is, well, estate planning. Like, what do I do? What's the industry doing? And we've got one of the most important experts in that industry. Shalini, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you so much, Gabriel, for having me.
Thank you for joining us. This is going to be super fun. We've got a great live audience kind of chiming in questions. If you want to follow the conversation, you can text expert35 to the number on the screen. And but really, we want to kind of showcase what's happening. I know you are here to serve families, to help them plan and provide the protection for their loved ones. The number one question is, man, in the current circumstances that are happening, how are you even able to offer your services?
Well, Gabe, first of all, my firm is completely paperless anyway. And given these circumstances, my firm was dedicated to continuing to serve our clients. So we do everything virtually right now. We schedule our family wealth planning sessions virtually, which is a 2-hour meeting. We're able to set up a whiteboard. You can see, my visuals that I create for you. So it really goes very smoothly, and we are able to continue serving even those who say, hey, I'm not, I have no technical expertise. We're still able to serve them. It's just a click of a button. Once you get online, we take it from there.
That's awesome. So are you actually seeing like a higher need for your services, or how are you seeing these circumstances affect your business?
Absolutely. I mean, given these uncertain times, more than ever, people are seeing the value in estate planning and putting their affairs in order. I have a lot of people calling me saying, hey, Shalini, I know that I just need something done. So I would schedule, a family wealth planning session with them and discuss whether in their circumstances, a will would be necessary, a trust would be necessary, because it differs. We all have different circumstances.
And tell me a little bit of difference. What's the difference between a will and a trust?
Well, a will is it's just a document that you kind of put all of your wishes on, but you have to take it to court and you need to probate that will. And as I always say, if you decide to do estate planning, that is an absolute gift of love. And a trust, on the other hand, your loved ones don't even have to go to probate. Everything's there written out about how your trust should be administered, and that really saves a lot of time and expense for your loved ones.
Excellent. Well, one of the things that we've always talked about at Expert 35 is, what are the actions? What are the next steps? So if you had 3 pieces of advice, or what are the 3 things that somebody should start doing right now, what would they be?
Well, the first thing I would say is that, start the conversation. Sit with your spouse, start talking about, what kind of plan that you want to really put into place. What do you think your assets are? The second thing would be gathering all of your assets, making a list of them. A fact is that in Texas, we have over $4 billion in the Texas Department of Unclaimed Property, which is property that, have been lost along the lines, and for personally, if my mother were to die, I did not know where her assets were. And I had her sit down and compile a list of all of her assets so that we nothing would be lost in the event that something happens to her.
Interesting. And
the third thing, Gabe, I know you asked me for 3 things. And the third thing would be to, at the very minimum, put a healthcare directive in place. And what that means is that you are going to help your family and the physicians, the ones on the front line, be able to honor your wishes by putting it in writing, having it there for the physicians so that they can know what you would want, whether you want it to be intubated or not, and take away the burden from your family members who would already have been going through such a hard time. So at the bare minimum, I would say, get your healthcare directive in place right now.
Really interesting. I actually have a really good question popping up. Well, one of the questions says, Okay, so you're a lawyer. So if you have a lawyer signing the documents, that makes them legal. But what would they need to do as well? Like, if they can't get a notary, I mean, are there notaries that are virtual? How can they notarize, or what needs to happen to make the document legal?
Well, absolutely. So, as I said, I do everything virtually, including having their signing virtually.
Mm.
So, Texas allows us to have online notaries right now. So, I have witnesses that are on virtual calls with my clients as well as online notaries. So, once we execute everything virtually, then your formal documents would be sent to you thereafter.
Perfect. And if they don't have access to a lawyer, what could they do to like make it legal or binding? Like, let's just say they're just, isolated. I mean, there's lots of people viewing it from all over the U.S., all over the world. What
Write
makes
it
it
down.
legally binding, I guess?
No, write it down. At least someone knows what you would want. Write it down, put your signature on the documents. Even a will, there's something called a holographic will where you can write your will down. Once it's signed by you, it's valid.
That's awesome. And that's what we wanted to hear. And that's why we have Shalini Codispoti, our expert in estate planning. And I'm going to shamelessly promote one of your upcoming webinars. So you want to tell us a little bit about your webinar you're doing later on?
So this month I'm offering to all of my clients and to all of my community a free healthcare directive. If you have not had any estate planning done, and as I said, at the bare minimum, you need to have an advanced care directive. I'm offering a free webinar to explain what that is and how that is beneficial to your loved ones as well as to our frontline workers. Because I've been having a lot of questions about, well, what is this going to do? How does this work? So I'm having this free webinar this Thursday at 7:30 Central, so that we can, have all of your questions answered, and I'll be able to assist you in putting together your advanced care directive.
Awesome. Shalini, thank you so much for joining us. We've got a couple of people jumping up on telling us like congratulations and all kinds of things for getting them great information. Again, my name is Gabriel. I'm your host of Expert 35. We've got Expert 20, Shalini Codispoti. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Gabriel.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Tune in for our next episode. You can text Expert 35 to follow us live. Every one of these. We're going to have experts from all kinds of industries to really showcase the full 360 of how we're going to get through these difficult times, the opportunities and the hardship, and we're going to do it together. Thank you so much, guys.